We got 100 seconds. Light up! Yeah.
Now normally, I don't put myself in front street, but it sure the chocolate paper make the blunt sweet. I get the best New York City bomb shit. Visions of alien life from a bong hit. Nah dog, down the block they be selling dirt. One hit off of this shit and your cerebellum work. You got it.
Whatever mom and dad played in the background, that would be anything like the Beatles, Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, you know, all early rock and soul, Marvin Gaye, Motown stuff, you know, Spanish music because of my father's Puerto Rican. And, you know, just a mixture of whatever was during that time. You know, I was influenced by what they listened to, what they grew up by. And then I found my own way eventually.
I got a question.
I figure for me it was an escape. And it was during the time when Red Alert was on the radio. And he would play Friday and Saturday nights, and that was like, for me, I don't even have the proper terminology what the feeling was, but I know I've always referred to it as an escape because home life was crazy. So the only time that I had a moment of sanity or a moment of clarity was when Red Alert would just be playing, and I would just sit like a student and listen to everything and tape record everything. It was crazy. You know, I was really addicted to it. No matter where I go, I brought a fresh tape, or I would like steal tape from people and you know, put like either a piece of tissue in the hole or a tape over, scotch tape over it, just so I could record the show. I never wanted to miss a show.
I got a question.
I don't have a problem with it. I'm you know what I'm tired of? The complaining. I just think it sucks. I think all the hating and the complaining just really fucking suck. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of people telling me about Lil Wayne and Drake. I'm tired of people being distracted. I'm tired of people complaining about Jay-Z and Kanye. And why am I tired? Because I feel like people distract themselves from what's really out there. I mean, if you're so pissed off, are you telling me that you already bought all of the Ill Bill's catalog and all of the Jedi Mind Trick stuff and Apathy and Sling and Nems and Myself and Destroy and Jice and Free? Are you telling me that you've supported enough that there's nothing else, so you got enough time to go and complain about something that you don't like? You're gonna put all your energy into that? Because to me that's nonsense. That's pure nonsense. It really is.
I got a question.
Compromise, because we didn't have that. We were all we all got. I mean, we did have it, and then eventually it got messy. And so when I went to do the first solo with Ill Bill, I was willing to compromise. I was willing to actually shut up and listen, because he came as an outsider with an outside view of who and what I was, and he was like a coach, like a Rick Rubin to that first album. So he was like, you know, try this, don't do this. You already did that, and you know, tell us this story because I know it personally, but the world doesn't know it. So I was able to really compromise.
I got a question.
You know, I can never say never. I know it's not, but I know it's not in the plans. We did a reunion show in the Czech Republic a couple of days ago, and it was, the show itself was great. You know, we had a great time, but I think that behind the scenes, we've grown so far apart from each other that communication was kind of weird at times, where we just wasn't on the same page, and it was a little bumpy. You know, I wasn't even certain if I was going to actually do the show. You know, and I'm talking about like the last few days before I was ready to fly off, because it was just, it's no one's to blame. It's just that we all grew apart, and just got different lanes now.
Mr. Lopez, dead on the cold floor. They were sure they'd score and take over the whole store. Confidence turns to guilt and confusion. Too much thuggish and it's built an illusion. The question reigns, what infected their brains to relent with pain for a collection of change?
For these last two, for Vengeance and for Between Heaven and Hell, was very personal, so it was a little more easy because I was just reflecting a lot. So I was looking for dramatic music, because it's a, you know, whenever you reflect and you're telling people stories of dark stories, you're looking for something that's going to accompany that. So I'm looking for like dramatic music that just has that that feel that draws you in, and also obviously the beats just have to hit harder than normal. So that's depending on where my mind state is at, that's where I'm going with. I know that if I get around to doing another Q Unique album, I'm might not go down that lane again because I've already done it twice. So I don't want people to think that, okay, you're gonna tell us more stories of how it was messed up when you were a child and all this. And, I've already been thinking that if I do go down that road again, that I'm gonna have to change it up, and who knows what I'm gonna be picking. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna lose some people along the way, but that's what it is. I mean, once I started Stillwell, I lost a few people along the way, so it's just that's the nature of the business. I don't even like the term rapper like other people. Sometimes because I deal in the metal world, sometimes I'm almost self-conscious when I even say the word because they have their stereotype of what a rapper looks like. You know what I mean? So they'll paint me like in a way that I'm not. Whatever MTV is playing. So that's how they see that word. Assimilated with that look. That's not me. So I look at myself as a lyricist, and I guess a narrator would be the best way to describe it. Somebody who likes to tell stories. In hip hop, in metal or rock is something totally different. Oh man, I'm a panic button, man. I'm a mess. And then as time goes on, I end up not even caring. It's funny, man, because it's sort of like having a child. You spend all of this time in producing and nurturing this music, and then you set it out to the world to do what it's got to do, and you get nervous. Will it fall? Will it climb? Will it do what it's supposed to do? And I think that what I'm starting to become is numb because I'm starting to notice a trend of my son actually pointed it out to me, which is interesting. Sometimes you see people online and they say whatever they say, negative. And he had told me, that some people wake up in the morning and that's their goal, is to be mean. And that's just coming from an innocent child's point of view. He's like, they'll just see whoever randomly and just, that's how they have fun. They think that that's fun. And I've always known that, but for him to point it out to me, it made me learn to just ease up a bit and be like, whatever will be, will be. I'm just gonna keep putting music out. At the time, I was like, I'm just gonna spit a hot verse and it'll be over. Like I didn't even look at it as anything, And when I went there to hang at Fieldy's house, it was crazy. And when we did the song, the chemistry was like, as soon as we started recording, the chemistry was there, where I was producing, no samples, and I was playing stuff, and he played his music, and it just worked. And even after we finished, and I hung out for 3 days. After we finished, I went home, I took the song, the master, and I just threw it in the back burner. I didn't even care. I just went about my life, went about back to Q Unique, and when he came to New York, came looking for me. I just totally whatever, and he came looking for me, and he's like, let's hang out and stuff, and we played the song, and he was really into it. Just started this whole relationship of working, making music in a way that I never thought I would ever make music that way. Never. I didn't care because I think that I did it for so long, and in the independent game, the return is on such as a businessman in the independent game, the return is so small that it's like you're looking to graduate. You're looking to, for me, as somebody who understands that this is a business, you're looking for the next step. I don't hope to be always just an independent MC. I want to be able to branch off and do other things. I love hip hop, and it'll always be my foundation no matter what I do. But I'm going to move on with my life as a mature musician. There's, it's a cycle. Other people coming in and doing their thing at levels that I'm not doing. but I'm focused somewhere else.
I'm split between rapping and metal, from Walking with Jesus and Kanye to Slayer's Pact with the Devil.
We did 2 major arena tours with Korn and Disturbed, and for the little fan base that we have, they've been showing so much love. You know, I think it's just a tough road when you're dealing with 2 veterans like Fieldy from Korn and Weld from POD. You know, people, their fan base is either love or hate. You know, because they don't want you to touch their sacred band. I know nobody wants somebody to walk in and touch Korn's, you know, chemistry or POD's chemistry. So it's a very careful line you got to walk. But for the most part, for the people that are showing love, it's been great. Yeah, and the tours have been, for me, it's been the most incredible experience ever. And I've been touring since '92, so that's a lot. Well, for independent hip hop tours are rough, and if you're not built for that, you ain't gonna make it. It's, you know, you're talking about vans, you're talking about crack hotels, you're talking about slim pickings with the food, and you know, so it's like if you compare that to Stillwell, with Stillwell because of the association with Korn, I'm in 5-star hotels, I'm eating the best food in the world, you know, we're on a tour bus, double-decker, you know, it's just extremes, real big extremes. I mean, there's definitely a new Stillwell album in the works, and it's a fork in the road for me as far as Q Unique to decide whether to push on or not. The last album, my Destroy from the Arsonist, and a whole lot of fans were pushing for it, you know. So they kind of put the fire for me to, they were the fuel for me to, you know, continue on. You know, right now I'm getting little tweets and texts here and there about, hey, so when's the new album coming out? So I'm starting to see it. I want to see how much, or you know, who's really paying attention. And you know, I look at my last 2 albums. I want to be able to, like I said, step it up a notch. I want to see both musically and business-wise what is the next step. I don't want to stay. I hope that this isn't the ceiling. You know what I mean? Thank you. I mean, nothing can top that message. I mean, thank you for being so damn supportive and so understanding. The ones that really understand when they see Stillwell, when they see the changes in the music, when they see the changes in my appearance. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for coming at me with my quotes and quoting my rhymes back at me. Thank you for appreciating my production. Thank you for all of that.